How do you build a credit score without having any credit history whatsoever, when no credit card company will touch you and no one will approve you, and you can't even get an apartment or qualify for something no matter how much money you make without having any credit history? Well, that same problem happened to my mom, and she went from having no history whatsoever to having literally a 713 credit score in less than 6 months. Really, it only took around 3 months and a half to actually see exactly the effect that she had, and that's why in this video, I'm going to give you guys 5 different ways to build your credit score without having to pay any money, and it's completely free, okay? Now, I'm not going to talk about self-lender or self, whatever they call themselves now, because I don't like the idea of locking up your money and paying a fee all to build your credit score in around like 12 months. 1, it takes too long. 2, it has a fee. And 3, why am I locking my money? It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Ty Bryson. I'm an accountant, and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. Subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and do me a favor and smash that like button, okay? Now, comment down below, guys, and let me know. Why do you want to increase your credit score, and what's your credit score right now, and where do you want to get to and why, okay? It's the most important thing ever, okay? So when my mom was at 0, I made it write down 0 and where you want to be by this time and why. Her answer was basically, I'm at a 0 now. I want to be over 700 in less than 6 months, and the reason is because I want to be able to purchase real estate in the future, and I can't do anything without having a credit score, even though she's been paying rent for the past like 4 years, okay, which sucks, but now she wants to get into real estate, but she can't get into that until she has a good credit score actually going for her. Now, guys, fun fact here, okay, over 25 million Americans in America, okay, have no credit score whatsoever. So if you're one of them, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not gonna charge you any money. It's a free video and it's free everything, and it's just free information, because I don't like the idea of paying for this information and going out there having to lock your money away and do certain things I don't like and appreciate. Now, the first way to actually build a credit score without having history whatsoever is by joining a nonprofit lending group or lending circle. Now, tell me, how does this work exactly? Well, it's a group of people, between 6 to 12 people, that lend each other money, and that way, by the end of the period of actually paying it back, everyone gets those payments reported to their credit score, thus everyone has a credit history established. But tell me, how does it actually work exactly? Well, a company called Mission Asset Fund, it's nonprofit, you don't get charged a fee or anything like that, it just helps you. Well, basically, guys, imagine a group of 10 people, and each person every single month puts in $100 into a bucket. Now, at the end of the month, one person gets the bucket, which contains $1,000, because 10 people times 100, that's $1,000 right there. Now, when that one person gets that bucket of $1,000, well, that's the loan. So every single month, one person gets $1,000. At the end of 10 months, everyone has borrowed $1,000 and everyone has paid $1,000. Now, all those payments get reported to your credit score, and that way you have something established just like that without having to pay any fees or anything. And on top of that, you get to borrow money, which is pretty cool if you ask me, and your money isn't just like locked in. Now, the pro is it's very easy. Simple. Now, the con is, Tommy, what if someone doesn't pay into the bucket and they actually default and they don't pay back the loan? Well, in reality, guys, the people that actually join the stuff, you see them face to face, okay? It's not like, oh, one is in Asia, one is in India. No, everyone is a group in the community, and they have literally, this company has literally a almost 0% default rate when it comes to people actually defaulting on it. Because again, you're looking at someone face to face, you know who they are, where they live, their kids, all that stuff. Now, that means it's a group setting, and they're highly less likely to actually default on the loan. Again, very simple. A group of people, one bucket, every single month, everyone gets a bucket, and by the end of the entire point, everyone paid back their loan, and now you have a credit history established without having to pay any fees whatsoever, which is my favorite thing if you ask me. Oh, one more con is this, okay, guys? But Tommy, what if I'm the last person to get the bucket at the end of the entire 10 months? Well, the answer is this. It doesn't matter, because you still get that $1,000 right back to you in your hand. So although you may be the last one to get the money, you still get to have that money, okay? That's how that works. And the first one gets the money, but they still have to pay $100 every single month, no matter what, for 10 months. A group of 12 people, well, for 12 months. A group of 5 people, well, for 5 months, okay? It all depends on the amount of people, and that's how it works. Usually, the groups are between 6 to 12 people, okay? Now, comment down below and let me know, does this make sense? And does it sound like something you would actually do? Comment down below, let me know. Now, the second way to build your credit score without any history is basically by asking a friend, a love member, your wife, your kids, whoever it is has a credit card, to put you as an authorized user on their account, and that way, whatever payments they make, it goes to your credit score also, and that way you build your history also. Now, Tommy, what do you think about this one? Well, the answer is, guys, this is by far one of the riskiest ones if you ask me, and it could be a disaster for your relationship with your parents or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your wife or your broom. By the way, is a husband called a broom? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know. I'm not sure. Now, the way this works is like this, okay, guys? Imagine this. My name is Tommy Bryson. You're my friend. Your name is Jimmy, Billy, Hendrix, whatever your name is, okay? And I say, you know what, Hendrix, you know what? I'm going to add you to my credit score. And that way, whenever I pay, it gets reported also to your credit score, and that way you get to build your credit score. However, Hendrix is secretly a stealer, a robber. He steals money, okay? And basically, he grabbed the authorized credit card I gave him, and he started using it, and he told me, hey, you know what, Tommy? I'm not going to pay this back. Now, it doesn't matter that he's an authorized user. I'm still the main account holder, so I'm responsible for everything he actually spent on the account. Now, that means that's a huge con for me and a huge risk for me. So, Tommy, how do I alleviate this risk? Well, the answer is very simple. Well, Hendrix, you want to get an authorized user on my account? Well, that's fine. Just give me $1,000, and that's what my credit limit is. And whatever you spend, I'll give you back the money. And that way, if you spend way too much, I have the money as a security. On top of that, hey Hendrix, okay, you want to build your credit score? Well, okay, I'll add you to the account. However, I won't give you a credit card because that's my property, and that way everything is reported to your credit score. However, you can't really use a credit card whatsoever because I haven't given you one, and that way everything is limited to me and not you. Because if you ruin my credit score, Hendrix, it doesn't matter how good friends we are, I will be mad, and I'll probably call the cops on you, okay? That's how adding someone to your credit score works. However, P.S. warning here, okay? This entire idea, technique, doesn't always work with your friends and your family members. Sometimes some companies only allow this with your spouse and your broom, okay? Your broom is your husband, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what a broom is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, okay? But basically, you can't really do this always with your friends and family members. However, you might want to call in before you try it, and that way they confirm or deny it. You can try with a different credit card because some credit cards accept it, and then some credit cards don't accept it. Just call in and confirm before you try this method. Comment down below, let me know, are you going to do this one? I don't trust it, to be honest, and I wouldn't really do it unless they pay me the money up front, or I get to keep the credit card. Comment down below, let me know. Now, the third way, and my favorite way, to be honest, is by getting a secured card. Now, this is what I did for my mom, and basically, within 3.5 months to 6 months, she had a credit score of 713, just like that, and now she has 3 credit cards, and one of them is a secured credit card, and the other 2 are normal credit cards. Now, Tommy, how does this work? Well, a secured credit card is backed by your own money. Tommy, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Well, the answer is this, guys, okay? For example, imagine my name is Tommy, which it is. It's not a secret. My name is Tommy, okay? And I walk into a bank and I have no credit score. And I say like, hey, can I get a secured credit card? And it's like, okay, what do you want it for? I want a secured credit card to build my credit score. Awesome, Tommy. Well, here's how it works, Tommy. Because it is a secured credit card, it's going to have to be backed up by your own money as a deposit. Now, deposits usually go from $50 all the way up to $10,000 if you wanted to do, okay? Now, basically, whatever money I give the bank as a deposit, that's going to be my credit lines. For example, in this case, I say, you know what? I'm going to give you guys $1,000. And they say, okay, that's your credit line now. And that way, I use my credit card, but I'm really using my own money. At the end of 6 months, I'll get my money back from the entire bank. And that way, I've been making payments using my own credit card. And guess what happens now, okay? Now I have a credit score established. And usually, banks don't want to lose you, so they'll upgrade that secured card into a normal credit card. And that way you have a normal credit card, offers also, and also a great credit score. Again, my mom went from having nothing to having a 713 in 3.5 months to 6 months or so, okay? Not that bad at all. By the way, guys, every single credit card that said no to her at first now is sending her offers. I get offers from her all the I almost cursed there. I get offers for my mom almost every single week, okay? Because now her credit score is pretty high and now everyone wants to have her in debt, okay? So that's how it works. Secured credit card is my favorite way. By the way, oh, and by the way, guys, I do have a video linked down below to the top 3 secured credit cards on the market currently, but I will tell you right here. However, I want you to watch that video because I go into detail on how each one works and which one to apply for first before you mess up your credit score, before you even get started, okay? Now, the ones I picked in that video were Capital One Secured Credit Card, Discover Secured Card, and also the Open Sky Secured Credit Card also. But before you sign up for any of these cards, highly recommend watch that video first because I go into detail on which one to pick first and why and how to do it, okay? Watch that video. I go into full detail, link down below again. Now, number 4, guys, and not my favorites, but I have to talk about it because most people out there will have to build their credit score this way also. Now, number 4 is student loans, okay? Now, if you guys don't know, I went to college, I graduated, got a bachelor's degree. However, I went to college when I was 17 years old. By the time I was 19, I got approved for a credit card with $3,000. I didn't know how, to be honest. However, I found out that because of my student loan debts and because I had student loan debt, my credit score went up because that is an installment loan. So every time you pay it, it does bring your credit score up and it does affect it in some way. Now, the pro is you have a student loan and it actually builds your credit score. The con is if you picked a bad career and you don't have a job and you graduated and you just have like student loan debts, well, it doesn't matter because you don't have a job. It doesn't matter how high your credit score is. No one will give you money if you don't have any income whatsoever. So again, we think about this, okay? But again, guys, okay, student loans can be an investment. Just pick the right career that's in demand and that makes financial sense for you for the future, okay? That's my one tip, but student loans can be a quick way to build up your credit score. By the way, if you're in college, this is what I did, okay? When I was in college, I borrowed around like $7,000 in cash for me, and I started a business with that money because the interest rate was only like around like 3 to 4%, okay? Now, that's very risky. If you want to do it, you can if you want to, but again, very risky. Now, the last way to build your credit score is by doing an Experian Boost. You probably heard about this because there's so many ads out there about the Experian Boost, and that's why I left it all the way in the video because I don't really like this one that much. However, it does work and it is effective, so why wouldn't I tell you? The answer is I have to tell you, okay? Now, an Experian Boost basically takes all the bills you pay so far, like your utility bill, your rent bill, and it goes into your bank account. It looks at all of them, and it reports that data into your credit score, well, exactly into your Experian score, and that way you get a boost in your Experian score, which then lenders and credit cards take a look at before they actually accept your application. So that's great. That's amazing. Now, I did some research and found out that most people that do this go from literally having nothing to having like 40 extra points on their credit score. Now, sometimes people don't get anything of a boost, but sometimes they get a 40-point boost. It's not guaranteed whatsoever. However, basically, the entire concept is if you pay rent and you've been paying rent for a long time and you also pay your phone bill, they take that information and they report it, and that way they have something that you stand on to boost your credit score. By the way, don't be scared. If you miss payments on those bills, it doesn't matter. They won't report that stuff. They'll only report the good stuff. However, for your credit card payments, make sure you pay those because they will report those and that will affect your credit score. So make sure you always pay your bills on time. Now, as a bonus, guys, before I go, comment down below and let me know, did you enjoy this video? Does this make sense? Are you going to try these 5 ways? Now, here's the bonus for making it all the way to the end of the video. Now, how do you maintain your credit score after you actually build your credit score? Because you will do it, trust me, after you do these 5 methods. Well, the answer is this, okay, guys? I want you to do 3 things. Use your credit card, pay it off in full every single month, and the last thing is repeat. So again, use your credit card, use it like a debit card, okay? Don't buy anything you can't afford and pay it off in full every single month, and also repeat that same method. Do that for 6 months, 3 months, and I guarantee you, if you do this, it will boost your credit score by a lot. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, like this video, really appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified, and do me a favor, and if you want to talk to me one-on-one, just DM me on Instagram, Tiny Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch that video on the top 3 secured cards in the market right now, watch this video right here. Also, click my face right here, subscribe to the channel right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.